Hello guys, good morning.
Yeah, Jam boss.
Good morning, sir. Good day. Well, I'm doing. Yeah, okay. Mr. Belch. Good morning. So, if we should continue waiting for others, I think this was about this is about the number we had the first today around 18 plus. I don't know if we should wait. Okay, I think Jetro and Johnson are still having. Okay, Johnson is here. No. Johnson is not here. They're still having lights problem. Probably, just like we're having here right now. So I don't know if we wait for another 4 minutes. Okay, Christiana, please go ahead and speak.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, you.
Yes, sir. We don't have light issue, but since yesterday that the rain fell, no, before the rain fell, we don't have light, and up till now, we've not gotten light. So my battery is really, really down. I just joined so that in case you don't see me again in the call, it means that my battery is dead already. No lightings. And where I stay is a remote area. I stay in Kudenden, like it's far from everywhere. No lights, sir.
Okay, I think that's the light problem I'm talking about. Not like our light spoiled, but since the rain fell and there was some kind of wind yesterday, so they'll have to like inspect all the wires before they bring lights. Probably, no problem. But did you complete the project?
Yes, I did. I did complete the project, but now I even joined with my phone. I can't even share my screen. I completed the project. I even created, like, I just used the one we did in with the other method. We created a FiTech token, so I used it to deploy the other one, and then I added another function. Like, I added a function of, for example, if the user has maybe as if the user maybe is not interested again in listing token, like for example, if he come to our marketplace to list his token and then maybe he's changed his mind, he don't want to list his token again, there is a way we can refund. There's an agreement that we can do to like give the person back his money, but without the fee, without the initial fee the person paid. So that was the only thing I added.
But I think there was a function to unlist any tokens that have been listed in the project we wrote.
Yes, it's working. That you said. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. So can you hear me now? Sorry, my mic went off.
Yes.
So I think we
Okay,
added
so I didn't get you.
just adding a function to the function that
We added what? Sorry. Yes, sir. I didn't hear you before.
okay, I think there was a function added to unlist in case a seller changes his or her mind from listing on the platform. There was a function to unlist. So you added another function to unlist.
Okay, I don't think it's in my code though, because even that day I was struggling with network
The
and I've not
function
gone through the video.
the function is called cancel listing, and the
Okay.
function comes up right after the create listing function. So is your create listing function working? Hello? Okay, so
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
yeah,
Hello,
I can
sir.
hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes. Then another function I'm thinking of to add is
I don't hear you though.
NFT.
So let's just continue.
Like as the another function I'm thinking is to include NFT in case like yes. Sir, can you hear me?
See, I can barely hear you. Yeah, like
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Sir, it's network. Oh, it's network. Network is bad here.
Yeah, okay. So
Yes,
let's
sir. Sir, I was thinking of Another thing to impute again is like for NFT to be imputed in the code. Like for example, if a user wants to maybe include an NFT like in the token marketplace also.
Sorry,
So I don't think you heard me.
yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Okay, sir, did you hear what I said before?
You were talking about NFT, adding NFT, right?
Yes, like if a user would want to like in our marketplace wants to include an NFT also. I was thinking of that function also.
Yeah, you can go
Yes,
ahead and
sir.
add it. So the idea was,
So I've added it too, but there's no light to even show you safe. That is
and
the thing.
so the idea was for you guys to like write a project, which is like a final project for Solidity. But we started it and I asked you guys to go like tweak the project. We actually finished it, but one function was not really working. So I asked you guys to like tweak it, add more functions if you're interested, if you like. And then today is supposed to be the demo day. So you can go ahead, no problem, add more functions, make it advanced, no problem. So I
Okay,
understand that
sir.
that's your cannot demonstrate your project today. That's fine. I understand. So for I don't know, anybody here finished the project apart from Christiana, Obed. What's up? Hello, can you guys
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you, Obed. Good morning.
Okay. For me, I didn't finish the project. It's only remaining the purchase function because my creating listening function. So initially the function is working, but when I tried to use Ethereum as a fee, so when the seller want to list the token instead of paying with the native token that he's listing it, because first of all I created a function, and when the person lists the token, and it will deduct some amount of the listed token and send to the fee collector. So later I now try to use Ethereum as the fee, but now the thing is not going. I don't know why. When I try to create a transaction, it will just be doing pending. So since that night I didn't even know what else to do. I just close my system and sleep off.
But the create listing function, is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Can you share with us, like share it with us? Because today is supposed to be like project demo day.
Okay,
If
so
you can share with
let
us,
me
walk through the problems here.
give me some time, because like I told you, I scattered the code. Like let me just revert back to the old version, so that, because that I was trying to implement that in ETH as a fee. So the thing, but okay. Let me join with my PC, because I'm currently joining with my phone.
Okay. So who else finished the project? We had you guys are just four people here. Okay, five. Welcome, Toby. Okay, Toby, go ahead.
Sorry, is the meeting about the new framework Next.js?
Sorry?
Is the It's like the explanation about Next.js?
Next JS.
Yes.
We did not talk about next year.
Okay.
Were you part of the class on Tuesday?
Yes, I just entered.
No, not today, Tuesday.
Oh, sorry, I read it. It said you're a front-end and smart contract developer with proficient in JavaScript and that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry, are you with us or you're talking to somebody else?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, you are saying something.
So I'm saying, what are the details on the class? I think I might have missed some stuff.
Have you been part of the class?
I just joined.
Okay, you just started the cohort, like you just joined the cohort.
Yes.
Okay, I think you are a bit late in this very close solidity. So see this class, this very one is about solidity, not Next.js,
Okay.
not contracts, not front end, blockchain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you supposed to like join blockchain or front end? Which one?
I want to join front end because there's React, Next.js, and so on.
Okay. This is not the cohort for front end. This is for contracts. Okay. So
Huh?
sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
I didn't hear the question.
Hello, sorry. Toby, you were saying something. Sorry.
I came to the class to learn Next.js, front end, and the rest.
Okay. This, like I said, this one is for blockchain. So I think the next after this one, the next cohort will be for front end. So unless you want to like join the Rust session, which is starting on Monday next week.
Okay.
But do you have any knowledge of backend, front end?
All I know about is React, and I only know the basics.
You know React. You know the basics of React.
Yeah. But I'm proficient in backend.
So you can still be part of the next cohort, like the next class, sorry, the next session, next year. Sorry, Rust.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay, Chuku, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Let me just my remix is not opening.
Okay. Probably network. So who else did the wrote like finish the project apart from Christiana? So Christiana, sorry, before your phone goes off, like I want to understand if your project working perfectly well, like you can create a listing, right?
Yes, sir. It's working. It's working.
Place order, like you can buy
Hello? Yes, you can.
and you can delete, like unlist, cancel listing.
You can. Yes,
Okay.
it's working.
I don't know.
I
I
just,
know you
I
cannot.
don't know what about Saturday.
If you know,
Like my phone is about to even go off now, like this.
yeah, probably during dev hour you can share your. But
Yes, that was what I was thinking.
if you can just explain to us what you did for your create listing function to work, or what we did not do right in the project that you did right, I will be very happy. Just explain, not share your screen. Can you hear me?
Okay, so I think I'm ready now.
All right, please go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. So
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How more the network they bad though? Hey, Jesus.
Nobody apart from Chuku, Obed, and Christina. Nobody. This is going to be graded. this is going to be graded, and I believe there's going to be reward for whoever finishes the project and it's working. But whether it's working or not, it should like at least try to do something. One or two functions should work. But I see though only okay, Kistan have left, only Chukwu, only Obed here.
Sir, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Sir, the network is really poor. Okay, let me go right into it. So what I did in the listening
Create listing function. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, but I don't know. I'm not hearing Christiana. It's like she have a network problem.
Yeah. I just wanted that to like walk us through what we did into. Like, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. I can see your screen.
The remix.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so how did you get your create listing function to work?
The listening function, right?
This the listing function.
Okay, so I think I'm ready to share my screen. I will just explain the listening function.
Okay, you share your screen, right? All right, so let me stop sharing. I'm going to share screen. Hello, Ben. All right.
Can you see my screen? So I'm sharing now.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
So okay, here is the marketplace. So before I created a token, so we need a permission before we can list a token on the marketplace. So I commented all this code out because I was trying to actually do something, but that I want to use Ethereum as my gas fee, but it's not working. So let me use the certainty token instead. So here is it. We'll first of all deploy the token. So I will use this wallet as the initial owner and deploy it. So after deploying it, let me go ahead and mint it. I will mint it to the same wallet for simplicity. So let me use 1 million. So now we minted our token. I will go to the marketplace contract and deploy it. So here our percentage limit is like 3%, and the collector address should be another wallet. Another wallet. So now it's done. So now it's time to list token. But before we need to release the token, we need to approve the contract to spend our token. So if you come to this list token, you will see approve. So this approve is actually where you will approve a contract or a wallet to use your token. So without you approving the contract to use your token, when you try to list it, and it will throw an error, because without approving, you cannot use this transfer from. It's actually a token that you approve that you can use transfer from on. So So first of all, we'll copy our contract address and come to this approve and paste it. So now let me approve 10,000 only. So we've approved 10,000. So now we'll now come to our create listing function. So this place, I will copy the token contract address from this place and add it here. So the amount we want to list, let's say we want to list 5,000 only. Then fee per token, let's say fee per token should be 10. Let's use 10. And I will place listing. So now we've created a listing. So in my code, I use a two mapping way because I want to look through I want to do a lookup, a fast lookup. So I don't want to use a complex if else statement. So I use a forward mapping and also a reverse mapping. So this thing is not valid. So now, so what the forward mapping is doing, the forward mapping is mapping a number ID, a UNT ID to the listing struct, so to the listener of each token. Now, on the reverse mapping, I'm using a bit 62, like a hash, to map to the number also. So this hash is actually generated using the token address and the seller address. So here is where I create the generated token function. This function now, it took in two parameters. So the first parameter is actually the token contract address and the seller contract address. So each time you create a token, it will use the token contract address and the seller contract address to generate a unique hash. So what's the importance of the hash? So coming to my function, list function. So after checking all these checking there, so we'll now come down to this place. I generated a hash. So here is the hash. So what the hash is now doing is that this listening key is actually the hash. So I will check if this token has already been generated before, like have been listed before on the marketplace. So by default, if we don't have the key ID, the value will be 0 by default. So if you remember the mapping is mapping to a UNT value, which is a number. But by default, if we didn't have any number, because the first number is supposed to be 1. So if you didn't have any number, it would be 0 by default, meaning that the token is not available on the marketplace. So now, if you first check if the token is available, if the token is available, it will, if it's not available, which means that it is 0, it will now list the token. So after listing the token, it will transfer the token to the, so here is what I'm explaining at the beginning. It will transfer the fee to this collector. But I plan to use Ethereum instead of fee, but I'm still getting some error. I'll rectify that later. So now, after we've created the new listing, now this key ID will now assign an ID of 1, which is this first ID created here. So if you check at the top of my screen, I give a next ID of 1. So the value of next ID is 1, meaning that the first item I will create will carry 1, which is this forward mapping. So so here is what I did. Now I increment. If it creates successfully, I will increment the next listing ID. But if the token already existed, so from here, I will check for the ID of the hash. So because I'm using listening ID is equals to hash ID. So this hash ID we generated here will now correspond to this value. So I'm now using the reverse mapping in this place now to kind of grab the ID, the listening ID of this particular token. Now I'm checking if the token is active before we add anything. So now the listings, then the listening ID, which is the one we generated from this place, then dot amount. I'm only increasing the amount and increasing and changing the token price. Maybe the seller decide to change the token price on new listing. So after everything, I still transfer the fee to the fee collector. So now we've kind of let's do some recap to. So now here is the generated hash. So the reason why I added this thing is because let's say we have up to 1,000 or more than 10,000 products. So a user cannot actually know that this is, let's say, coming here to add 10,000 is very, very hard. So, but what this function does is that this function automatically, so using this address, so if you paste the token address here, now the seller address, so if you check our, this is actually our seller address. This is the address that we use to call this function. So I will paste this seller address here, then I will generate a hash. So with this hash, it will be very, very easy for us to do any lookup without consuming much gas fee. So this listening key, if you call this listening key function, it will generate one, which means that this token now, the ID of this token is one. So if you will now come to this place and input one, so you will see everything. So here is the function. So if you check the amount is 4,850. So this is because we have collected a fee. So the fee we collected is that we deduct the, I think 5% that we added at the top when we want to release the token. So the 3%, yes. So we added the 3%, we deducted 3%. But this is how I did the fee. This is how the fee mechanism works. So the fee is actually, are you talking, sir?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Okay. So this fee is actually the percentage times the amount divided by 100. So if you multiply the percentage by the amount, divide it by 100. Yeah, but I think I did an improvement on a function that I created, which I tried to use, but later I didn't use it. Guys, let me not just go there. So now this token is listed. So, but now let's try to add it another listing. So now, instead of using this, I will use 200 and I will change the price. So this for a kind of when you want to list a token, when you want to list a token that has already been listed before. So if I click on transact, it will still go. But if we come here and click on owner and click on this one, so you will see the price changes and this one is added. So now we want to check the balance of. So this balance of, this is why we will check if our fee is actually being sent to this guy. So let's copy the address and come down to this balance of. So the account is our fee. Then the token address is what we'll actually grab from here. And so you see, we have collected 210 of the token, so as the fee. So that's this is my main core function. The purchase function is not really working very well because I focused on changing this guy from collecting the fee, because let's say we have up to 10,000 token in our marketplace. It's not advisable that we will have 10,000 token as the fee. So I try to configure it to accept only Ether. But when I want to create this function, it will only be showing pending. Yes, boss. I will fix that maybe after today's class. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Obed. I think this is nice. Like I said, this is going to be graded, and there might be reward at the end of the cohort for those who did well. You have shown, you've how should I put it? You presented your work and you did well. You even did better than. Can you guys hear me? My network was. lost.
No, it's only now that we start hearing you.
Yeah, absolutely. My network was lost. It just came back. So thank you very much there for this. Like I said, I didn't even try to get that function to work since that day because I've been busy with other projects. So you just showed me how to get that stuff to work. And you were saying that the process is a bit longer than I expected, but I'm going to get mine to work. So who else like attempted to finish the project? Thank you very much, Obed. Thank you. Sorry, you have an Obed.
Okay, so Christiana said that her phone went off, that she will present her project on Saturday.
All right. So you guys are just three of you. Tech Explorer. Any updates?
For me, like I'm working on it, but like I got like should I say that I got picked up to not understand this, so I just start watching the videos and working on previous one. But today, like I'm done with upgradable, like the one they did last time, upgradable. So I'm about to do yours. So today I made it. I kept like I specified it today that I'll complete it.
Yeah.
Then Saturday I'll present
Actually,
it.
today is actually the last day for Solidity class. I think the next thing, Saturday will be dev hour, right? So Monday, from
Yeah.
Monday, yeah, that's something else. That means you are going to present your work on Saturday during the dev hour. Send it,
Yeah, I'm
John.
going to present it on Saturday.
All right. I don't know, John.
Yeah, I would present mine on Saturday. I'm also having issues. Actually, although I haven't started yet, I've been working on another side project. Got busy, so I was unable to like go through it. But then I'll do everything today and try to get it done. Then on Saturday I'll present mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, David just joined. Ubed, just share your screen actually. David, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How come?
Thanks, sir.
Sorry, I don't know. You're in the lab class.
No, sir, I wasn't.
Okay, but you have idea today is supposed to be the last day for Solidity. You're supposed to present a project.
Okay, please, I think by Saturday I'll be done with everything.
Okay, we actually wrote a project on Saturday, on Tuesday together, which I asked people that were present to enhance the project, make some of the non-working functions work. So I don't know if you watched the video.
No, sir, but I'll work on everything from now to Saturday.
Okay, um, so far, is there any question so far? Everybody now, is there any question so far on what we have been doing? Okay, okay.
Okay, so my question is still on that purchase function. Kind of, I want to understand how all these gas fee and every other thing works, because I noticed that each time if I comment the second create listening, which takes in Ethereum as the gas fee, as the charges the fee for the listening, I'll kind of, if I create the function and it will be pending. To me, kind of I make my research. They say that maybe the transaction the gas limit is too high or something like that, but I don't really know why it's still pending. So I just that's why I commented that line and use this one, which use the listening token as the gas fee. And I don't think it's advisable. I'm still trying to understand why the first one is not going.
And sorry, you did not show that very function, right?
Yes, I didn't show.
Sorry, I'm trying to get them.
Okay, should I show? Should I share my screen to?
Yeah, if possible.
The function might look a little bit confused though, because for me, I think
I'm coming. I'm trying to.
I started the code last night before.
Okay, let me share my screen so we work we'll
Okay,
like
yes,
this.
sir.
Yeah, and see if it will be different here. So yeah, I just understand from your explanation that I was supposed to deploy the ERC 20 token before deploying the token marketplace, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, if it is somebody that is using, let's say that we've deployed the contract on Sepolia, so if the person that is using it, the person first of all need to give the contract approval, even if that it is not us. But for us to test the contract to know if it is working, we need to deploy a token on our own. Yes. Now, but if it is another person that, let's say, a seller that we don't even know want to come interact with the contract, the seller first of all need to give approval. So you need to use the approve token function, which I think the approve function is only meant for owner in the token. So the person needs to copy the transaction, our contract address, our contract address, go to the token, let's say on Etherscan or anywhere that the person deployed the token and give us an approve us to use to spend some certain amount of the token. Then after giving us approval, because this is a security, the standard ERC20 kind of security method anyway. So the person now
Wait,
come to our
let me
platform.
let me share my screen. Okay, what I
Okay,
want
sir.
to do is get my create listing function to work, and then we'll try all the. I don't know. You added if like let me just share my screen first, then because I just noticed something from
Okay,
your
sir.
presentation. So I'm sharing my screen now. I'm just going to. I'm just gonna go to the road. So here is it. I yes. This is we are supposed to. Can you see my screen? Sorry. Okay.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. I can see
So
your screen, sir.
I was supposed to like deploy this contract first, right?
Yes, you need to deploy.
Okay, it is compiled. It has compiled. So I need the value here, right? I'm deploying with the.
I don't think you need the value yet. You
I
just
don't need
deploy it, then after deploying it, you now mint it. I don't know how your
it. I cannot deploy this. Can you see the one I'm
I,
getting?
I, I think you are not deploying the right contract. Like, I think
no, not the right contract.
you are to deploy token marketplace, not open Zeppelin. Oh.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to deploy this one before deploying token marketplace. Okay, let me deploy token marketplace. Let me use let me use this let me use this guy here as A723C as the fee collector. Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay. So from here on, what to do? Because I noticed you deploy the contract before deploying the token marketplace. But here,
Yeah,
you
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sir. It's just that even if you deploy the marketplace first and deploy the token, it's just that you only need to give it permission. So, for example, if let's say if I have the token here, and or let's say if I have a token on this place on Sepolia network, I listed, maybe is in sepolia.itarscan. I can give you approval to use the token. You can use it without even deploying your own token. You just it needs approval before using it. I don't know if I okay the Dream is a local network. I cannot actually give you approval from here.
okay.
So,
So let me try creating this again and see. Let me see. Okay, you have the token access, right? The token token address. You created a token account, the token address, right? In this case,
yes,
are using this ERC20 to as our token, right? So
yes, sir. So, but your yes
hello, hello, Beth. I can't hear you.
20 token. I think the main let's say the main interface code will show default. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I wasn't hearing you.
Okay, so I say that the token you are trying to deploy before is like an interface, not actually the yeah you're trying to deploy the Open Zeppelin token interface and not the actual token. Because if you check my own, you will see that my token is just some line of code.
Yeah. So I tried to.
So let me paste what I meant in the let me paste it in the chat.
Yeah, I tried to deploy the. Anytime I click on the ERC20 token, it takes me to.
So something like this, sir. For your own, your own is showing the whole interface. The whole of your token is showing the whole interface when you want to deploy. So this is my own default token. So if you copy it and get the contract and deploy it, it will deploy without adding any extra code.
Okay, I need to create like, okay, I understand. I need to create another contract for this, right?
Yes, sir.
And cards. Oops, sorry. I had a mistake. trying to check how the imports are different here. You can notice how you're importing your own in a different way, right? Like
You said
I noticed how you imported your own in a different way from mine.
yes. Like I think your own. Okay, it's almost the same thing.
But
It's almost the same thing. But why is your own line of code so large? Like you have a lot of lines.
lots of lines. The one you sent.
Okay, the token you wanted to deploy before, so you can deploy this one and it will work.
So I'm just trying to compare the difference in imports. The way you're importing on is different from my own. See your
The
import.
token.
Yeah, how you're importing the Open Zeppelin contract.
Yeah, I generated the thing from the Open Zeppelin wizard that I think we used in the other. This is not my marketplace contract though. This is my
I
token.
know
Not my,
this is what you sent. I mean,
yeah, this
this
is
is
my market. This one is for token, not the marketplace.
okay.
Yes. So this is the token that we deployed and we'll use it to test our marketplace contract.
Okay, yeah. Before that, let me delete this. Initial owner. Okay.
Let's just use this default wallet as the initial owner.
Okay, what I'm suggesting is, what if I change my imports to the way you're importing your own?
It will still work. I don't know if you can configure it.
Let me try and see. Let me try and see. I just want to get that this thing to work. Okay. I have an error now. Okay. Yeah, I
So
noticed.
you're misunderstanding the contract. So the one I sent is for ERC20 only. So
Okay,
but
only for
what
the RC20.
yes, for what you are comparing it with the marketplace contract, they're not the same, sir. So you just have to change your code as it's worked before. I didn't send my marketplace contract. I only send the token that I use to test my own.
Mhm. Yes, let me see. Okay, I think now I understand. I need to deploy the other contract to use the address here, right? As a token address. Obed, I think now I understand what you're saying, but let me keep trying to use an address.
Sorry, what do you say? What do you ask?
I think I not understand what you're saying. I need to employ this or deploy this your contract to use the address here, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So the thing is, if you check our listening function, we need a contract address of already deployed token. That's number one. Then the number two is that we need an approval from the token owner. So, but now we are the token owner. Let's assume that we are the token owner. So we need to approve the marketplace to use to spend our contract or to sell, give out our token to another person. So that's how it works.
um, okay, so I just deployed the contract, right?
Yes. So we need to mean, if you click on total supply now, you see that
Yeah.
the total supply is 0. So if you scroll down and click on total supply, so we need to mint it to a wallet.
Yeah.
So
Let's wait. Okay. Let me use I need the unique, like I remember this one is already the fee collector.
so we can mint it to the same wallet. You can mint it to the same wallet. There is nothing to avoid confusion. Let's just use the same wallet.
Okay. So now we need this.
We now need to approve our marketplace to use our token.
Use the same address, right?
We now use our marketplace contract address. Now is our marketplace address. So I think we see our marketplace. Just copy the address from this place. Not the wallet, sir.
Sorry.
After the name of that marketplace, we see a copy icon. Before the pin icon at the
Well,
top, yes, sir. A copy, yes. Now go back to the token and approve. Yes, sir. Now paste the address here.
let's see. I want to approve all 10,000.
Okay. So we've given approval.
So can I create listing?
Yes. So creating listing, we still need that token contract address. I think the one we created.
Wow. Okay. Thank God. So can I go ahead and uh, uh okay, yeah, the function just works. To Obed. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, sir.
Yeah. So announce ownership, purchase token. Okay, let's say I want to purchase token. I can come up. But now we have only one listed token, right? I want to purchase. I want to purchase 10. The ID should be one because we have only one. But did you try purchasing token?
No, sir, but let's check our. I didn't try it. I just write the check. I never implemented the core logic. Let's check.
So
Let's check the function to know if
I just tried purchasing purchase tokens, and it did not go through.
that's the problem I was having. The Ethereum something issue. That's what I was complaining because I think your position function. Let's check it, sir.
My what? Purchase function. If my purchase function. I can- So I think the problem here is from the purchase function because the ID is right. There's only one listing and the ID is one.
I think the
Let me try two. Let me try purchasing from ID two.
like how do you write the
Same thing. Sorry.
the like when you want to transfer the Ethereum from the buyer to the seller? So that was my problem. That was my issue. It's
Okay.
kind of giving me this gas limit error and
What is the transferring like the transfer function?
that was my problem. This is a payable dot transfer fee collector and transfer.
Okay, here I don't see anything wrong with this. Here we are transferring from the seller to the buyer.
I think we need to add. Do we need to add anything on the value? Like we are trying to purchase something with a need. We need to input anything in the value. That value listing on Remix.
Um, let me check this thing. Let me check Ethereum book or Solidity book. So Ethereum Solidity by example. You transfer this thing. Sorry, please. I'm with you. I'm just trying to check something very quick. Hello, Ben. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay. So I'm trying to solve this problem. I think, yeah, just the way you said, okay, yeah. You forgot to call, yeah, the value call. I did not add the value call. Mhm. I did not add the value call. That's the problem here. So let me update this real quick. So, um, Okay, I think I'm doing. Okay, I made it. Um, okay, that's super. Yeah, we are just checking for like. So I'm just trying to make this purchase function work. So here we require that if transfer, and then we'll do the same thing for the seller for the buyer, right? Where we okay, are you with me?
Yes, I'm still with you.
Okay. So instead of transfer, I think to use core. Yeah. So let me just leave this out first and start checking. Token transfer to buy and sell. So let's be specific here. Token transfer to C collector so that fee transfer fails. Yeah, it's compiled. So now let me have to deploy the transfer. Oh, Why is it not? So I need to recompile the other code. So even with the changes, it's still not. As you can see, we are calling that, we're using that core value now to Obed. Sorry, I don't even know
Yeah,
if, okay. As you can see, we are using that core, the value core now to purchase and to transfer to the buyer and the fee collector. But then,
So do we add do we have payable in that function?
yeah, there's payable.
That purchase function at the top. Like do we pass payable?
There's payable.
We have payable. That so this was the exact issue I was facing yesterday.
Right. That's the transaction field for us and try and complete the gap. The same message, right? This is the message I'm getting. A transaction has been reverted to the initial state. The call function should be payable if you send and the value, the function is payable and the value you send should be less than your current balance. Our current balance is, do you have any function to check balance?
Okay, so when you want to call the purchase function, do you have something like
Do you have something like do you add a value? Do you add a value inside that Ethereum inside that value input section
Yeah, we have
at
to
the
input
top, not in the contrast, not this place, sir. At the top,
the function.
go no go at the top by the left side. You know when you because if you check our purchase function, we are kind of trying to send ether, right? So, but we didn't input any value, any amount of ether that we want to send. So in this deploy section, scroll to the top. In this deploy panels, yes, this place will add value where we can choose. You know that this in way look, we can toggle it to ether so that it will be very easy for us. Yes. So let's try to call the function again. We'll call the purchase function to know the error now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it went through. Yeah, we bought from one. Yeah, we bought 20, and the percentage is 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Like, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So it went through. Actually, the problem has been this place all along. We did not include the value we want to buy. So I was thinking by just adding the value here, the amount of it as we want to send. So now let me check the balance of the guy that just, yeah. So you see, we see how this is the address of the seller, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see how I want to confirm it.
You know, I think I'm understanding something now because the purchasing we need to compare the price per token and the amount, then to know how many ether that we will need to impute in the value, right?
Mhm.
So if you I would like to see this your purchase function so that I will use it and implement on my own because I was having issue yesterday.
Here's the purchase function. Okay, first, before that, I am going to undo the purchase function, and here are the changes I just made. It wasn't like if I had to. Let me fix this. I don't know. Maybe if I undo this and go back to the initial code, right, and then we input the value just the way we did now, maybe the initial implementation will still work. Yeah, Obed, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is this method that we are using now in the purchase function, don't you think that we are kind of user the need to approve two transactions at the same time? So because the user now is trying to send to the seller and also try to send to the fee collector, right? So what if we can pull the whole transaction from the user directly to our contract? Now, if the payment went successfully, we will now pull the transaction from our contract to the fee collector. Because from here, if we deploy this contract to maybe a test net, it will require that the user will approve this transaction 2 times because the user is paying to two different wallets. I
Yeah,
think that's what I understand here.
I understand. Let me see if there's a way we can like simplify this function so we don't approve double transactions anytime we call the function, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I don't know. In my own end, I can't see any way to like.
You are saying what?
Yeah, in my own end, I can't find any way to make this a single call, a single function call.
So that it will not be a single call. The thing is that we need to pass the but we need to pass the function, like we need to call it once so that we will pull the Ethereum from the buyer, all the Ethereum, both the fee, and pull it to our contract, which is we can use something like an address of this, which will refer to our contract address, dot transfer or dot call. We now calculate the total fee, which is the amount of token to the amount of Ethereum to be paid for the token and include the fee on it. Now, when the Ethereum arrive to our in our contract, we cannot do a further transfer. But this one will now be automatic because we don't need to approve anything again. So, but after that, we need to handle some core logic like updating the balance and kind of do some check to avoid overspending. Yes.
Function to update the balance is already here. Okay, this one is for the fee collector.
But I think
So
we can implement that on our own. Maybe you just for the transaction to work through. But I think with this method, I can now go back and implement that my Ethereum this thing, that my charges for Ethereum, because now I think what you are using here
um,
as the fee.
wait, sorry, are you writing me through? I want to go back to the initial implementation and see if
Okay.
okay. So let me undo all the things I just did and so um, find maybe with another account with higher um 2178. This should be the initial owner, right? So try that. Fee collector. This kind share should be the fee collector for now. Oh, sorry, I just made a mistake. I just want to see if without that implementation, like with the initial, this very implementation, I want to see if that purchase function will work. And I will go back to the other one address. You're linking to this guy. Linking Let's say I'm meeting 1,000. Oh, sorry. I'm calling the wrong function. Right? Yeah.
Okay, sir, from what I'm seeing, sir, I think we need to let's check the owner again because it's saying unauthorized account.
The owner is this
So
guy.
I think the main function is only owner can call it.
I actually made one mistake. Let me just remove this and then deploy this very not cited. While deploying, I made one mistake. I did not change the address. So this guy right here now is the deployer. So the fee collector is this guy. That's the initial. All right. So I made a mistake by deploying that the other time.
So we didn't add amount on the purchase.
Yeah, yeah. And I just want to check something because what I understand, I yeah. I think it's around even with the initial implementation. So the error was not adding value here in the first place.
Yes, not adding value. So sir,
Yeah,
and what I understand in that value is that, we have, I think, when we want to list our token, I think we have 5 as the price per token, right?
yeah.
So if you now want to purchase, we now multiply the the price per token, which is 5, and times it by the amount of token we want to buy, which is
The
5
value.
again. It's not be 10. So if you want to impute, we impute the 10 Ethereum inside the value.
No, no. If you multiply the amount per token, which is 5, by the amount of a token, by 5 times 5 is actually 25, right? The amount 5, transaction ID 1. I want to see. This is the fee, right? The percentage. Yeah, over 25. Okay.
Since I can hear you.
So the total price is 25 actually, not 10.
Okay, the total price is 25.
Yeah. So the amount the price per token is 5. Was 5. We deployed with 5, and then we are buying 5. The value is 5. So we're multiplying the price per token by the total value of it we are buying, which is 25, which is the total price right here.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we put 25 Ethereum.
yeah, 25 Ethereum. So and then the buyer got the fee collector got the 2%, right? Allocated to, yeah, this is the fee collector. EDD something. This is the address. EDD. Hope to get 2% of the total price. Total, what's it called? Yeah, total price. So the idea, the main thing here, even with the initial function, without the core value, the value core, you see the implementation work. That's the reason I came back here, like I undo the core value, the changes I made, just to see if where the error was coming from. The error was actually coming from where we are not adding value to this very place here, right here. So I don't know if we have any other problem.
Okay, so I think the problem I'm having is when on the creating listening function, are we accepting Ether as the payment fee?
Yeah, we are accepting it as a payment fee.
So please, can you scroll? Let me see your implementation.
Sorry, my change just went up. Okay, okay, I need to like share my screen again.
Yes, sir.
So, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can see your screen, sir.
Yeah, come in. So, can you guys see my screen? The remix.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you said I should show you the implementation, right? So this is the function purchase. This is the initial implementation, the one we like wrote the first day before I made those changes. I just reverted back to the implementation and it worked. So the only problem was we are not adding the value of it we want to buy. And yeah, we are using it as the percentage. Are we good?
Yes, sir. I want to see your listening function where you implemented the fee collection.
Okay, the listing function.
Yes, sir.
This is the listing function. The fee collection is where we calculated the fee, right? Sorry, okay, this is the cancel list. Sorry. This is the listing function. Create listing.
Okay. So where do you implement the fee, like collecting the fee?
It's in the purchase function. Purchase
Yes,
token.
sir. That the problem I'm having now is that when the seller want to list the token, we need to collect some fee from the seller. I think it's good. So let's kind of implement that fee collection. Like when the seller want to list the token, not actually buying, not for the buyer.
Okay. And when the seller wants to list the token, we should collect some fee.
Yes, I don't think we have any fee implementation on the create listing function.
No, there's no fee implementation in create listing. You're creating listing. You should pay fee when you are like selling. When you sell, you pay percentage of how much you sell, not when you are listing. I don't know. That's how it's done in most decks I know. Like,
Yes, sir. You know, we want to create some sort of, I know it's a demo project, but some sort of a real something. I think when the when the person that want to list the token, maybe there are some sort of fee that we need to add to the seller now for listing token on our platform.
yeah, that's
Or
what
it's not advisable because that's my main problem. That's where I'm having a lot of problem.
So why do you want the seller to list to pay for listing instead of pay for selling? Pay when they sell. You so like for example, how many percent do you want when like a seller is listing their? I thought you only pay like when you sell. Like most decks I know of
Okay,
in
so
the real
I
world.
have to I have
You
to
can,
I have to move the fee function
like if you
to
want
the
to do something,
purchase now.
yeah, you can if you want to do something out of
I have to
yeah, I'm hearing you.
okay, so I have to move the fee collection function to the I have to remove it from the cake listing and just add it on the listing
Yeah, it depends on
on
what
the
you want.
purchase only.
It depends on what you want. Normally in real life scenario, you only pay fee at least to the level I know. You only pay fee when you sell. You pay a certain percentage of depending on how much you sell. So if you want to do something out of the ordinary, like you want to add more features, you can try that. If it works, fine. I don't know if you get.
Yes, I get, sir. I
So
get.
Just okay. He left. I thought they were having like issue in just Shane, or is he not in just Johnson and Jetro? So I don't know. Okay, since you implemented the fee collection in during listing, is it working for you?
Is it on the listening side?
Yeah. When you
Yes,
implemented it worked.
it works, but the is only when you are sending the ERC20 token. But my problem now is when you want to send Ethereum. That's where the error is coming from. So I guess I will just remove it and focus on the purchase listing, the purchase function.
Yeah, problem. So you guys are just two, and I think you are the only one that is active in the class. Other people probably having light issue or are not interested in the class. I don't know if we should continue or just if there's any other thing you're interested in. Well then.
Okay, sir, I don't have any other issue for now. I think I will make some changes on my own to the purchase function so that it will be working.
Okay.
So and again, I think on this listening function, but it's just for the class, right? Like if somebody comes in and watch the video. But for me, I have implemented it on my own. This if the project is already existing,
Yeah.
instead of creating a new one, because that's the issue I was having. That's why I use that reverse mapping so that I will generate a kind of a unique key ID that will, whenever the same seller want to list the same token again, it will definitely match the hash will definitely match already existing hash. So
Mm.
it will now revert back and only add the amount and update the price instead of creating a whole new token.
So are you on the which of the WhatsApp group are you? Did you join all the groups?
Yes, sir. I think I joined the general group, the Web3 group, and almost all of them, sir.
Okay. Please, don't. I don't know how to say it. Not in the room, but please, if you can stop calling me, sir, I'll be very, very happy. And sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Victor. Since you're the only one that really, really implemented you've been very, like really, really following the class. I from Tuesday when we implemented this project, when we wrote this project, I I don't mean it in a rude way. I don't know, like fire or something. You deserve a reward from me personally. I know there might be some general reward in the cohort after everything. But me personally, you're getting a reward from me because I I thought I was teaching you, but I learned a lot from you today, and I appreciate that. So I am going to.
So you are the one that even made me to go, and because as I tried to build the project, I didn't even understand how the marketplace logic work. So first of all, I make some research to really understand how they work under the hood before working on the project. So that's why I have the experience.
Yeah,
It's not like I had the experience before.
so that research you made when yeah, it goes a long way, and it will continue going a long way. So for that, I'm going to give you a reward probably next week. So that's why I'm asking if you join also. I'm going to once I'm ready, I'll chat you up.
I thi-
I'll DM you
thank you, boss.
just to
Thank you,
motivate
boss.
you. Yeah. So the last time I dropped our assignment here. Like during my first class, I gave assignment. I think it was only one or two people that did the assignment. I don't know if like we are one of them, one of those people. So I just want to give you that to motivate you and appreciate you. How should I don't know. Let me not feel obedient. I like just how patient you are and the rest. So I'll owe you. So you are getting.
Thank you, boss.
Once you make it, I'll let you know. And you can also remind me next week.
Yeah, I will come first. Yeah.
Alright. So I don't know. She's I don't even think Tech Explorer is with us. He's online, but I don't think he's with us because he has not been saying anything. So in absence,
I didn't know what to say. What is it?
are you following? Have you been following?
Yeah, I've been following. I'm just saying that I'm following. What I'm just trying to do is that I want to complete all the video accordingly so that I can walk up to this level. But I was just listening to the one that is being taught today.
Okay, so the thing now is this is the final class for this Solidity. Today was supposed to be a demo day where we demo like show our projects. But most people, some are having light problems, just like me. My gym just went off, there's no enough, and then there's no lights, So some other people, I don't know why, some will just join and they are going to be following. Now, most of the people they did not do the assignment. Only two people. Christiana said she did the assignment, but she had a light issue. It's only over that like finished everything, and he went further to make sure our implementation worked completely by writing the different contracts to deploy and give permission to our main contracts to use the tokens. So I don't know, you after watching the video, if you still don't get it, you can still contact Obed to put it through. So you demo the contract.
Okay.
In your demo.
Okay.
John, you came back. Hello, John. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think I just lost my connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, today is the last day for Solidity. Next thing you guys will start Rust. And most of you are Windows users, right?
Okay. No.
Yes, I use Windows, but I've installed Ubuntu. Yeah, I think last night, but I haven't installed it on my system, but I've downloaded it.
Yeah, because you can't use Windows to write some of these programming language. Not that you can't, but it is not advisable. So yes, it lags most of the times, and to just be messing up, especially Cairo and Rust, especially those two languages I know of. So it is better for if you are still using Windows, just switch to Ubuntu now before you start on Monday. I wish everyone is aligned to hear this. And for those of you using Mac, you don't have problem. It's fine. So, I don't know. Most people I find it hard to understand Solidity. I wonder how it should be when you finally start learning. Seriously, because even me, I still find it very, very hard to understand Rust.
I'm not finding it hard. It's just that I miss tracks and during the classes.
Not super clear. Like there are most people that like are not following up at all. People will just come, join, and leave. I know some of people personally, like in person, just come, join, and go, join, and go. They don't even pay attention to what is going on. They even attempts to carry out tasks, assignments given, so we can like see, okay, over now. We went and make research. He came back. We made our project work. Project is working now perfectly, and he's even trying to add some features, trying to tweak it to have advanced features. Uber wants to make money, wants to task people for listing, then task them for buying and selling. Uber the correct one. So I don't know. It's
On Friday, I'll present mine. Friday, I'll present mine.
it's Saturday actually. That means I think I will skip everything I'm doing that day to join. It's 5 p.m. right? To join just to see you guys presentation. Seriously. I hope by then I have very ability to reward more people for good presentation. I already owe them. That one is constant. So I don't know. So for Sandy, I don't Sandy, do you have any questions? Do you have any area you want me to explain to you? If not,
I think there's none for now. I will just go through the video and continue from where I stopped.
okay. So please, you guys will go through the video, write this contract, and implement it, let it work, so that we can present it on Saturday evening. So in absence of any other thing, I think I'll end the class because I have things to do. And my system might work later since the light is gone. So thank you guys for joining. And I'll see you guys on Saturday evening. Bye.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Can I get the attendance link?
I dropped it.
Okay, I think can someone reshare it because I'm not seeing anything in the income message.
Let me share it. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it. Thank you.
Yeah. So bye guys.